Okay, so I ended up cutting that branch. It was way up there, and there's no way I had anything that could reach it. So I cut it with my Sawzall, because it would be the gentlest, easiest. And Ray Wood ash don't cut and just kind of hang, it snaps. So I had to kind of cut it all up. I ended up grabbing up what I could and shaking off with the branches, and then when I couldn't, I ended up getting a couple of the frames out and let them crawl up on it and stuck in there, and they all just started bombarding this hive. And as you can see, I would say that's a decent little swarm right here. Let me get around this side here. They're a little on the upset side, but I think they'll be okay. I would say I probably have the queen in there by the way they're acting. They are just making a mad dash in, and as you can see, look at all these bees right here, just coming and flying. They're just swarming around. And some of the bees are still on the leaves here. We'll kind of double check. I'll give them about 20 minutes. And if I don't see any balls here, if I see any balls, I'll just shake them off so they can go into the hive there. But I would say I think I probably got the queen in there. If you look at that. That's 2 brood boxes. And yeah, I think they're going to do okay. They're just going like bad crazy going down into it. This is the first hive that I've actually had to remove from a tree. Never done this before. I was hoping it'd be lower like the other ones where I could just shake them off, but it wasn't. It was way up high. So I cut this branch. It's on our property. It's our tree, so I can do that. Not to mention I'm going to be taking these trees out because some of them are dead. They're not very good for drought seasons. They suck up a lot of water, and all you get from them is leaves. So if I replant, I'll be planting walnuts and pecans and orange trees, and if it's for shade, it'll be walnuts and pecans because they grow tall and give lots of shade, and the leaves are no different than these little tiny leaves. So anyway, this would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be the 6th swarm I've seen in the past, I don't know, 3 weeks. The first one we had was in this same tree, and it was hanging right over here, and it was approximately 6 feet long and over a foot thick. And this one here was a small one compared to it, but I think it's going to fill up two brood boxes pretty full. It might go 1 just jam-packed, but I think 2 will be best for it. I did put a little bit of honeycomb in there, or comb in there, and there's a lot of frames they can work on. So once they get kind of settled in, I'll go back and get a feeder, and I'll start feeding them so they can take care of themselves. But we're in a flow right now too, so just that 1 or 2 feedings should help them out. And then after that, I'll stop feeding and let them go to the flow. That'll give them a chance to get established in there and feel that that's home. And about that time, I'm moving back up there by the house, and I'll end up probably putting them in one of my other hives that doesn't have a queen. Even if I have to evict those bees for a little bit and then put them back on, I'll probably end up doing that. Anyway, that's my video for today on the swarm that I saw up in the tree yesterday. And I was shooting that from up there at the house down to here, and it was quite a bit up there, just below those branches right there. And this morning when I looked, it looked smaller than it did yesterday, but when it hit the ground, it didn't look very small at all. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.